In the age of smartphones and instant messaging, mastering the art of texting has become crucial in the dating world. It's a delicate dance of words, timing, and emotion that can make or break a potential connection. But what if there was a formula, a secret code that could transform your digital conversations from awkward exchanges into magnetic interactions that keep her eagerly anticipating your every message? I am about to explain the golden ratio of texting, a powerful set of principles that will revolutionize your approach to digital communication with women. Whether you're just starting to date or trying to keep the spark alive in a long-term relationship, these insights will give you the edge you need. So let's begin and discuss closely the art and science of irresistible texting. 1. The rule of mirrored energy. Imagine you're at a party. There's that one person who's way too loud, dominating every conversation. Annoying, right? Now picture someone else who's barely mumbling, hardly engaging at all. Just as awkward. Texting works the same way. The key is to match her enthusiasm, not overwhelm or underwhelm her. If she's firing off quick, snappy responses, don't hit her with a wall of text. Keep it light, keep it brief. But if she's opening up, sharing details about her day or her thoughts, that's your cue to dig a little deeper too. It's like a dance. You need to be in sync. This isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about creating a comfortable rhythm. When you mirror her energy, you're showing her that you're on the same wavelength. You're present, you're engaged, but you're not trying to steal the spotlight. It's a subtle art, but master it, and you'll find your conversations flowing more naturally than ever before. 2. The delayed gratification technique. We've all been there, checking our phones every 2 minutes, waiting for that reply. It's maddening, isn't it? But here's a little secret. That anticipation, it's powerful. Use it wisely and you'll have her eagerly awaiting your every message. Here's how it works. Take note of her typical response time. Does she usually get back to you in an hour? In 15 minutes? Whatever it is, your goal is to take about half that time to respond. If she's a quick replier, hitting you back in 10 minutes, aim for 5. If she takes a few hours, shoot for half that. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just playing games? Not at all. This isn't about being unavailable or aloof. It's about respecting her time and maintaining a bit of mystery. You're showing her that while you enjoy talking to her, you've got your own life too. Plus, that little bit of wait time, it gives her a chance to anticipate your response, maybe even look forward to it. Just remember, consistency is key. Don't go from replying instantly to suddenly taking hours. Keep it steady, keep it natural. 3. The 3-strike rule. Picture this. You send a text. No response. You send another. Silence. You're tempted to send a third, maybe a fourth. Stop right there. This is where many guys fumble the ball. Enter the 3-strike rule. Limit yourself to 3 consecutive texts before she responds. Why? Because bombarding her with messages is the fastest way to come off as needy or desperate. It's like knocking on someone's door repeatedly. After a while, it's not just annoying, it's downright unsettling. But the 3-strike rule isn't just about avoiding desperation. It's about creating space in the conversation. Maybe she's busy. Maybe she needs time to think about her response. By capping it at 3, you're giving her that space. You're showing confidence in yourself and respect for her time. Plus, it keeps an air of mystery. What are you up to when you're not texting her? Let her wonder. It's that curiosity that will keep her coming back for more. 4. The art of conversational tennis. Think of your text exchanges like a game of tennis. You don't want to just keep serving questions without giving her a chance to lob anything back. That's not a game. That's an interrogation. Instead, try this. For every question you ask, share 2 pieces of information about yourself. Ask about her day, sure, but then tell her something interesting that happened to you. Share a thought you had, a joke you heard, an observation you made. This does 2 things. First, it gives her insight into your world. Second, it provides her with material to ask you questions too. This back and forth, this conversational tennis, keeps things dynamic. You're not just extracting information from her, you're building a dialogue. You're creating opportunities for connection, for shared laughter, for deeper understanding. And isn't that what good conversation is all about? 5. The Emoji Equilibrium. Emojis, those little digital faces that have revolutionized how we express emotions in text. But here's the thing, emoji usage is highly personal. Some people love them, sprinkling them liberally throughout their messages. Others use them sparingly, if at all. Your job? To find the right balance. Pay attention to how she uses emojis. Is every other word followed by a smiley face? Or does she reserve them for special emphasis? Whatever her style, try to match it. If she's an emoji enthusiast, don't be afraid to let those little icons fly. If she's more reserved, keep your usage minimal. But here's where it gets interesting. The types of emojis matter too. If she sticks to basic smileys, don't start throwing obscure symbols at her. If she's into more complex emoji storytelling, feel free to get creative. The goal is to create a shared emotional language, a shorthand that adds depth and nuance to your written words. 6. The prime time principle. Ever notice how TV shows have specific time slots? There's a reason for that. It's when most people are available and ready to watch. Your text conversations should follow a similar principle. Identify her prime time for texting and make the most of it. Is she a night owl, always active after 10 p.m.? Or is she an early bird, most responsive before work? Pay attention to when she's most likely to engage in longer conversations. These are your golden hours, the times when she's most receptive to meaningful exchanges. But don't become entirely predictable. While you should generally aim for her prime time, the occasional off-peak text can create a pleasant surprise. It shows you're thinking of her, even outside the usual hours. Just remember, timing isn't everything. A well-timed good morning text is nice, but content is still king. 7. The Content Carousel. Imagine your text conversation as a carousel. Each horse on the ride represents a different type of message. You've got the question horse, the personal share horse, and the common interest horse. Your job is to keep this carousel spinning smoothly, never staying too long on one horse. Start with a question about her day, then share something about your own experiences. Follow it up with a comment or question about a shared interest. This rotation keeps the conversation fresh and engaging. It shows you're interested in her life, willing to open up about your own, and eager to explore your shared passions. The beauty of this carousel is its flexibility. Some days you might spend more time on personal shares if something significant has happened. Other times you might focus more on shared interests if there's a new movie or book you're both excited about. The key is to keep the carousel moving, always offering something new and interesting to discuss. 8. The Cliffhanger Chronicles. Think about your favorite TV shows. Why do you keep coming back, episode after episode? It's the cliffhangers, those tantalizing, unresolved moments that leave you craving more. You can use the same principle in your text conversations. As your chat is winding down, drop a subtle hook. Maybe you mention an interesting story you have to tell, but say you'll save it for next time. Or you could bring up plans you're excited about, but keep the details vague. The goal is to leave her curious, looking forward to your next interaction. But a word of caution, use this technique sparingly. Overdo it, and you'll come across as manipulative or irritatingly mysterious. The cliffhanger should feel natural, a genuine to-be-continued moment in your ongoing story. When done right, it creates a sense of continuity in your conversations, making each chat feel like part of a larger, evolving narrative. 9. The Emotional Spectrum Slider. Texting isn't just about words on a screen. It's about creating an emotional connection. Think of your conversations as having an emotional spectrum, ranging from lighthearted fun to deep, meaningful exchanges. Your job is to slide smoothly across this spectrum. Start with some playful banter, maybe a joke or a funny observation. This sets a positive tone and shows your fun side. But don't stay in shallow waters too long. Gradually introduce more substantive topics. Ask about her dreams, her fears, her passions. Share your own. This progression from light to deep feels natural and allows for a more genuine connection. The key is flexibility. Some days call for more humor, others for more serious conversation. Learn to read her mood from her text and adjust accordingly. This emotional agility shows empathy and depth, proving you're not just a one-note texter. 10. The Grand Finale. Ever been to a fireworks show? The grand finale is always the most memorable part, right? Your text conversations should follow the same principle. Ending on a high note leaves a lasting positive impression and creates anticipation for your next chat. As you sense the conversation winding down, look for a natural high point. Maybe it's after a shared laugh or a moment of mutual understanding. That's your cue to make your exit. But don't just disappear. Wrap it up with something that acknowledges the enjoyment of the conversation and looks forward to the next one. A simple, "This was fun. Can't wait to hear how something she mentioned goes," does wonders. It shows you were paying attention, enjoy the chat, and are interested in continuing the connection. But keep it open-ended. Don't demand a response or try to pin down the next conversation. Leave her with a positive feeling and the space to reach out to you. Remember, the golden ratio isn't a set of rigid rules. It's a guide to help you create engaging, respectful, and enjoyable text conversations. Every person is unique, and part of the excitement is in discovering the specific rhythm that works for each connection. So go forth, text with confidence, and watch as your phone lights up with eager responses. Happy texting, gentlemen. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.